for coming by. If you're new, I'm happy that you're here. If you're old or seasoned, you know what to expect. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Yes. So I have a lot to share with you. Many things have been going on this week. And this is actually take two, because the last take kept getting interrupted by the phone. I was just like, oh, I need to refresh. So I wanted to share with you, everyone was asking me about the tea. They were afraid about that red tea. But this is absolutely my new favorite thing. It is Celestial Seasonings Cold Brew Iced Tea. And so I got it in two flavors. The one that you saw before is called Red, White, and Blueberry. And it is a herbal iced tea. And it takes like 5 minutes or so. You just put the tea bag in your ice water. And then this one is a lemon black tea. Has caffeine, no caffeine. Yes. The other thing I wanted to share again was this great daylight, and I believe it's called a halo daylight. I got it on Amazon, and the thing I like about this lamp is that it is chargeable. So that charge lasts for about maybe 3-4 hours, something like that. And I usually take it upstairs, let it charge, and then I bring it down here in the morning, because we have coffee here in the living room. Yes, that's my Prairie Schooler Santa time. And that Prairie Schooler Santa project is kept in this kind of woven basket that I got at Hobby Lobby. But the great new thing about it is I have my It's So Kelly little pocket. Is that I decided when I was getting this basket that basically all Prairie Schoolers use the same basic colors. You know, some of them had a little color here, a little color there that's different from the others, but they all have the same red, the same green, the same white, the same gray. And so I bought extra floss of those because I'm going to use them. I am so on the Prairie Schooler Santa kick. It means that I've committed to myself to always have one going. So when one is finished, I start the next one. And the one I am working on, let's see, where is he? Oh, he's down here. The one I'm working on is this. That is the 2006 with the sewing machine. These are so relaxing, and I think the reason being is that they're small. I'm making them all into pillows. You could do ornaments, or you could sew a bunch of them together and frame it. But I'm making pillows to go into a trench bowl to sit in front of my fireplace in the family room. And I'm doing it on 18 count Aida. It kind of has a tweedy look to it, and I'm going to have them all lined up. I'm very excited about it. But the other way I'm helping myself is that I cut the fabric all up. Since they're basically going to be all the same size, I have the fabric all ready for when I want to do the next one. And I am not doing them in order. Now, I received from Jane that whole pile of Prairie Schoolers, and I made a list of the ones that I was missing, and that list is here somewhere. And so I'm going to try to fill in the gap, but I'm not going to be sewing them in year order. I'm just going to do what moves me. I'm being kinder to myself these days. I'm really working on being more mindful, being more relaxed, just trying to be in the moment. I think that'll be better for my overall health and mental well-being, to just enjoy the moment. They're painting next door if you hear that sound. So I'm having a smoothie for lunch. Vanilla protein powder, banana, carrots, and kale. Yum. In the process of trying to be more present or mindful for myself, that's the thing, is that we run around like crazy people for other people all the time. But first we have to take care of ourselves. And I realized that one way to decrease my stress was to really enjoy what I'm doing in the moment and not try to do 3, 4, 5 things, which is, if you're a mother, you are born to doing that. 2 or 3 things at the same time. In some careers, like my career, that was a requirement. You have to be able to do 2 or 3 things at the same time. So I started reading this book that I had bought like 2 years ago. And instead of looking at my phone till I fell asleep, but trying to go into each hour of my life mindfully and relax in the evening, I no longer am reading my phone or iPad in bed. I am reading real books, and this was a book I've had for 2 years. Yeah. Wherever you go, there you are. And the next chapter, it says, you can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf. I'm always challenging myself to find another path that I could easily just, make myself crazy. I could. But this is the life we get, and I want to really enjoy it. I want to enjoy every chart I'm stitching instead of making all these rules about all these charts, or about the quilting in my life, or about exercise or diet. I really want to be present for it all, but in the moment. So I have been working on that a lot the last couple weeks. This last week was filled with hot weather, really hot. But luckily, a majority of my yard looks like it's going to survive that heat. It was awful. And today was the first day that I was able to go walk up the mountain. But it was interesting. I was by myself. G's out hiking a different part of the area. And I was walking up, and there was this pile of scat, which is a polite word for poop. And I looked at it, and I said, So I took a picture of it. Because it looked like bear scat. Yeah. So then I started, as I was hiking up, I kept stopping and looking behind me, because I had earphones, earbuds in my ears. I was listening to my audiobook, but I would stop and look behind me, look all around, and I'm pretty sure it was bear scat, because one time in Sisters, we have bears come every so often down off the mountain into town, and I was complaining about who didn't pick up their dog poop. This is the biggest pile of blankety blank I've ever seen. And G comes over and goes, that ain't a dog. That's bear scat. Oh, Well, this looked like that. So I Googled, are there bears in Happy Valley? And yeah, they wander in every so often. Yeah. Oh, I got off track, didn't I? See, I'm trying to be mindful and get back to the cross stitching, Anna. Get back to the cross stitching. Well, before I go on, I've told you about how I'm doing the Prairie Schooler Santas. So let's do the Prairie Schooler Santa giveaway. So Jane sent me this whole pile of Prairie Schoolers, and two of them were ones that I already had, so I am doing a giveaway of that. And I put in the random comment generator on YouTube, and these two, which are the 2006, the one I'm currently working on, and the 2021 Santa, are going to Linda McCain. Congratulations, Linda. I'm going to put my email address in the drop-down box, so please email me your mailing address and I will get these out. Probably if I hear from you before Monday, I'll try to send them out. Otherwise, it'll be when I get back home. Well, I might as well announce the giveaway of the gnomes. Jardin Privé gnomes. That was, it was an awesome chart. And all of you that said that little guy on the bottom was a baby, because even if he had a beard, that gnomes have beards. Yeah. Well, the winner of this chart is Granny Jax. Congratulations. So don't forget to email me. And while we're talking about those giveaways, I have two more. So this one is a 1992 and a 1993 Prairie School Santa. I had a duplicate copy. So if anybody is interested in these 2 years, please, in the comments, put Santa on this video. And then we'll do a drawing of that. So I have when I went to Michael's, I found this big roll of 18-count Aida that looks like almost the same Aida as that I had for the Prairie Schooler Santa, so that's going to work great. I did have some haul. Yeah, I had some haul this week because of meeting up with stitchy friends at Acorns and Threads. It was amazing because we didn't have to wear masks if you were vaccinated. We hugged each other. There's something so extraordinary about human contact. And it was just, the day was filled with laughter and awesomeness. It was the highlight of my week. So Cheryl, one half of Stitching with the Sisterlies, and I'll put Cheryl's links below, picked me up to go to Acorns and Threads. Well, there's a problem. Cheryl and I have the same navigator brain, which means there's a good chance we're going to get lost. Yeah. In fact, one time when she took a wrong turn, I said, "Oh, I've been down this street. This is a wrong turn." Oh, kindred spirit. Kindred spirit, let me tell you. Let me tell you. It was amazing. But it was a day filled with laughter. I did get past the chart from Becca, SambBrie Stitches. So if you went on her Instagram, you saw she finished this, and I needed to make this for my parents, ode to my parents' sailing days and my childhood sailing days in my playroom. So I'm excited about that. I'm very excited about that. I have been working really hard on a Hello Liz Matthews chart, because I found out that both Audrey, Stitchy Witch 42, and Becca of SambBrie Stitches wanted to stitch it. So I wanted to reciprocate with passing on to them a Hello Liz Matthews. I love the simplicity of this. This was an anniversary start for me. And what I love about Liz Matthews is that she, a lot of her charts fit standard size frames that you would get at the craft store. And so I've been working hard on this. It's soon to be a finish as opposed to a whip, but I have the words sweet and how, and I will be done. You would think this would be a slam dunk, like, wow, you could just stitch that in a day. No, it's kind of interesting how challenging it is to get the each letter done. It's like each letter is kind of like a Quaker, where each motif makes you feel like you finished the chart. Well, each letter, it makes you feel that way. But because I have been enjoying that so much, when I went to Acorns and Threads, I had to get this one because the sentiment, old friends, oh, it's lovely, it's simple, it's lovely. So I will be doing that. I also, I like anything that comes in a kit. If you ever have watched my Quilt Roadie channel, in the quilting world, yeah, I'm about the kits. And so when I saw this project sample completed, I had to get it. So it is a Brenda Gervais chart, When Flowers Blossom. It is absolutely gorgeous, and you see it's in that red tray. Well, they were selling the trays, $8. $8 for the tray. And you paint it, and look at the color of the floss. Oh. Yeah. That's so beautiful, so beautiful. Becca bought this one. She said she needed a Thanksgiving start, and you know, the thing about shopping with friends is you look what they're buying and you want it. Yeah, you want it. So this is like Blackbird Designs, Feast of Friendship. It is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. What did they do this on? Does it say 30 count fabric? So if I did it, I don't know if I have any 30 count. Might end up being a little smaller, but it's beautiful. And then I got a little bit of Lady Dot, you know, the little pom-poms. But this was, you know, when I bought that chart that was Poutini, I loved all of your comments. I read all the comments. And I loved all the explanations of Poutini. But Janine had gotten several more charts by that designer. And this one is Scrabble Quotes Collection, and it's called Bird. Now, I hope you can see this. My heart is like a singing bird. So you see there's tiles and a charm. Scrabble tiles. Well, in the chart are Scrabble tiles that say bird and the little charm that you sew on the chart. Oh, and there's a little needle with a bird on it. Oh. It's the gewgaws. It's the gewgaws that get me. You know, I succumb to them every single time. So it was lovely. It was absolutely lovely being with friends. We had lunch at McMiniman's next door, Raleigh Hills McMiniman's. If you're ever in that area, it is totally worth a stop at the shop. Not only are they very helpful, if they don't have something you want, they will order it for you. Everyone is just so happy to see you. It's like walking into Cheers where everybody knows your name. Yeah, that's Acorns and Threads. Just a really great shop. So I also saw online that Becca was stitching a sal. I'm not a good sal person. I mean, I did do a sal with Jen, the Bluegrass Stitcher, the coffee one. I did, and I finished that one. And I did finish the Drunk Santa, but I just, maybe I need to be, I don't want to use the word need. Maybe as I progress into this more mindful state, I will be a better sal person. But Becca is doing a sal with Stitch Life magazine, and I loved the project. And it was started in June for Pride Month, and I don't know, I thought, 1 month? Nah, you should be proud every month. So that's how I'm wiggling out of not having started it, is that you should be proud every month. Yeah, it shouldn't just be 1 month of pride. I just love the chart. I see your true colors shining through, and that's why I love you. And this, I joined the Facebook group for the Stitch Life magazine, because you can download this for free. And then at Acorns and Threads, they had just gotten in a new line of thread, and it's called Rami's Creations. And I wanted to give it a try. And instead of doing the DMC where I'm changing colors, I think on all the places where it's colorful, I'm going to use this thread, and I picked out this fabric. This fabric has a little bit of blue in it, and that variegated thread is just amazing. And that's called Rami's Creations. Very excited. So that's going to be a sooner than later start for me, because I realized when I was organizing myself, cross stitch organizing, that I had probably 4 or 5 project bags that were empty. Yeah, that just can't happen. They have to all be filled. So I'm going to have some new starts. Last weekend was the Zoom workshop through Acorns and Threads, and Liz from Liz Matthew was the featured designer, and the design was absolutely stunning. It was needle in hand, with needle in hand and joy in my heart. Now this is an exclusive through Acorns and Threads, and you can order it as a kit, or you can just order the chart, whichever you want. But, you know, it's a workshop, so I got the kit. the colors of the DMC were amazing. I loved it. It's not my normal color palette, I guess, but I loved it. So I started it right away in the workshop. Of course, halfway through the workshop, I had to leave because I had something going on with I was like off balance, and so I ended up leaving the Zoom halfway through and going to urgent care. Found out that my ear was full of fluid and was throwing my balance off. I tell you, this getting old is for the birds. You have to have a strong disposition. Yeah, you do. But Liz said when she talked about this chart that she got that adorable frame at Michael's. Well, my friend Sandy went to the Michael's in her area. She lives in Canada, and they didn't know what she was talking about. They didn't have it. So I told her, well, I'll go to the Michael's around here and see what I can find. Well, I found 2. All they had were 2 left. And yeah, it's like a 6 by 8. 6 by 8. They were $20 a piece. So I got one for Sandy and one for me. So I'm hoping someday when the border opens up, she'll be able to come down and get it. Yes, that's what we want. Let's see, anything else around here? I think that might be it. That might be it. Yeah. We'll be heading over the mountain next week for Quilters Affair in Sisters, Oregon. I am so excited to see some friends, and we'll be doing some classes over there. And it's supposed to be in the 90s, so I'm very grateful for hookups. Very grateful for hookups. Yeah. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope that we get all our life in order where we are mindful and that we are present and that we stitch, stitch, stitch. Yeah. See you down the road.